Hi Pisces, welcome to your Magic Door reading for February 9th through February 23rd. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. And shuffling off camera as well. Five of Wands. Alright, so now keep in mind that this could be a current partner you're in a relationship with now, and you might start to grow apart. There's just been a recent breakup. This could be an ex. It runs a whole gamut with your love interest. It's about a rift that has happened. All right, or is starting to happen. Okay, so this would suggest that there's that conflict. Well, obviously, but I'm trying. Well, let me lay out the cards and see. Because I'm like, internal conflict. What's going on? Is somebody else unaware? Even like, are you not even aware at this point? We got the star here. It could be Aquarius. So are you fighting with an Aquarius? Oh, good gracious. We got Libra here. So far, we've got two major arcana, so this is kind of a big deal. This is pretty involved here. Three of Cups, the Wheel, Eight of Swords, King of Swords, oof, Death. Okay, so this could also, well, this could be Scorpio, Libra, could be Aries, Aquarius. All right, so we got conflict here. We got fighting and conflict. Okay. Worrying about your position in the relationship, perhaps, or someone worried about their position in the relationship. Fine. So you're hopeful over the long term that you will get back together with this person because you had a lot of fun. Yeah, it's okay. You had a lot of fun with this person. Are you talking to an Aquarius about your reconnection? This could be Gemini. Is that what you're doing? You're talking to an Aquarius about what decision you should make, because this is about commitment and choice, about who you should choose. Could it also be that you are hopeful over the long haul, that you're a fire sign person, could be male or female, but this could be Aries, Leo, or Sag, doesn't have to be, but somebody that you hold in very high esteem and think of as very passionate and confident and exciting, and you just have a lot of fun with, and you might even look to that person as sort of like the CEO of the relationship. You're really hoping that a decision is made to reconnect with you. All right, there needs to be an I'm sorry. Somebody needs to come forward and say I'm sorry. So we got an internal conflict, fighting over, and then over the long haul, hoping this will work out. Maybe it's not an internal conflict. Maybe somebody's really wanting to, there's just fighting. Okay, leave it alone. All right, so somebody needs to come forward and they say they're sorry, or the right thing needs to be done. Why? What happened? Why? Because it ended. So we have this relationship. There is fighting, conflict. Maybe this is you feeling the aftermath of conflict, and you're hopeful right now. The reason why you want to reconnect though is because this person, honestly, you there was a love there, and you're really hoping that in time they will come around and say they're sorry and recommit, because this was a soulmate connection for you. This was a solid, committed relationship for you that ended, and you're really hoping that there might even still be, see that star right there, thinking of you. Right now though, they are dating and they're happy. So, or you're dating and you're happy. It could be you that's dating and is happy. And again, with the ending, the challenge or obstacle that you and this person face is that there's been an ending. This is the ending to the book. This is an ending to a chapter. So maybe it's acceptance that it is indeed over. Because it looks like it was over on a grand scale. Like you guys have been through it, and then there was just constant fighting, and there was this ending. But maybe you're hoping that maybe the challenge is accepting that it, instead of it being just a chapter that's ended, it's actually the book that is closed and put back on the shelf and is getting dusty. maybe it's that you don't want it to be that way, because if it's going to work, okay, if there is that I'm sorry, if somebody's going to have that reckoning and coming back and saying I'm sorry, I did wrong, or whatever needs to be said, there needs to be a lot of truthful conversations had. This did not get to the level of the major arcana conflict overnight. There's a history there, and someone needs to figure out. This is somebody being clear and decisive and figuring out a way, being an authority on someone. So perhaps it's you two working together, but I think this is somebody along this vein. We got two swords here, that is going to do the majority of the talking and the problem solving, or owning up to and atoning to whatever issue was. So perhaps in order to make this ending just a part of your couple history rather than individual history. Like both of you are going your separate ways here, but this is like, no, wait a second, we just had a fight or we just had this conflict. Let's figure it out. I'm sorry. Let's work on a way to figure this out. It could also be that sometimes this is online dating. Sometimes this is online affairs. Sometimes this is, if that applies, and it could be along with this, somebody's out having a lot of fun right now, but there's no harm in that because you're separated, right? But I think what this is somebody needs to be clear and decisive about their choices and their actions and follow through and have integrity and just be very clear, decisive, and take action that way. All right. Going to need to be a lot of talks. That's what this is. This isn't online so much as this is a lot of talks. This is having a lot of clarifying conversations, as they call it. With what the issues were, culpability, what's what, that sort of thing. If you two are going to get back together, it's going to take a lot of conversations because look at that. We got the Death card and the Nine of Swords. So this is being consumed by fear, being very afraid and tentative with each other because of that disastrous ending or because there's been an ending, and really being anxious about where the future leads with you. And I have to ask or consider why, if there's so much trepidation and fear in being with this person, why would you want to return there? They must be something special. That's for you to decide. No judgment. But look at this. We got like, okay, if you're going to get back together, somebody has got a lot of conversations have to be had here to clear the air. There's been some major trauma or betrayal, hurt, pain, arguments, harsh words, whatever it is. That needs to get cleared up. I mean, we got 8 and 9 here. This is major anxiety, major pain, major guilt, major fear that needs to be addressed. Maybe that was what caused the rift. Somebody didn't have a handle on a mood disorder or mental, anxiety, things like that. Mental health issue could be that. So if that's the case, then that needs to be addressed. This could represent a doctor, lawyer, surgeon, anybody that cuts to the chase and is decisive. So, I mean, it could be that the key to getting back together is somebody from the outside helping to address fears of anxiety and panic and fear. Or it could be a doctor stepping in to help with somebody's mood disorder or mental health issues. Is this person receptive to getting back together with you, Pisces? Okay, remember when I said that, there's been an inability to accept that it's just, that it is indeed closed, the book is closed, rather than just a chapter in your together book is closed? This would say they are not. There's been an ending, a definitive ending. We got the sword again, something's been cut off. Hold on. The beginning. This would be that they're on to better things or other things. Let me see. This could be Scorpio. Put it this way. If there is going to be another chance, it's going to have to be a new relationship with the same person, because this is about endings and new beginnings. Whatever you had, it's done. It's over. You can't go back to that. So there's going to have to be a new relationship. Our other relationship ended. Would you like to have a new one? That sort of thing. All right. Somebody needs to take initiative and action and figure out a way to, wow, this is about finding balance again. New love, new beginning in love. That just fell out. You see that? I'll pick it back up again, but those 4 fell out. I'm gonna actually pull some this time. Hold on a minute here. What's this Death card about for Pisces? Then we'll get to the oracles. Pisces. Damn it. Okay, so we got marriage there, the joyous time after the ships have come in. Everybody's enjoying celebration time. So this could be, well, okay. One more for this Death card. Instead, I got, all right, one more. Damn it, we just, stop it. One more. For the love of God, just one. I said one. Yeah, somebody is immovable at this point. They want to be happy. So apparently this whole anxiety, bickering, fighting, words was an issue in their relationship, and they want to be happy and have fun and celebrate. So that's probably what this is right here too, is that I'm thinking that somebody needs to address a mental health issue, or at the very least, the bickering and the source of discontent between two of you needs to be addressed, because this is all about this person wanting to be happy. It doesn't have to be marriage, but they want to go out and do stuff. They don't want to be closed up. Both of these, see how the eyes are covered in both of them? They don't. This is somebody that willfully ignores things, that is so consumed by their own machinations in their head or whatever's going on with them, they are unreceptive and unopen to those outside of them. So they don't want that. This person, we got blind right here too. This person wants happiness and joy, and to get out there and do things and to have an adventure. So if that wasn't you, Pisces, and you're not naturally inclined for that, I don't know how this is going to work, because they are all about getting out there and getting after life. They want to have fun. They want to do stuff. They want to go places, see things. And somebody here is resolute and immovable. So I don't know where that leaves you, because otherwise it is an ending that's going to stand. The only thing that's going to be two things: help with the anxiety or the bickering in the relationship, and then an active effort to get outside and have fun and to go do things together. Those are the two things that are going to bridge the gap between the two of you. For some, it's a tall order, because if you're not extroverted or like that, that's kind of rough. So, all right, let me get here. Pisces. Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? Huh? Independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So, whether that's you or the other person, that's a pretty strong suit with them. Is that might be one of the major issues, is that somebody just was always out and about, traveling and having adventures and wanting to do things, and there was bickering because of that. Someone wanted to just stay put somewhere, and the other, no, I want to move here, I want to go there, I want to buy this, I want to do that sort of thing. Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? Pisces. All right, that is looking back, hindsight. So this is probably a relationship from your past that you're looking at, Pisces, or this has been a recent breakup, or you feel like it's inevitable. This breakup, it's leading up to, we got an 8 and a 9 here, leading up to this death of the relationship. If it hasn't happened already, you feel like it's coming. This is about successes, failures, regrets. All of that is in the past. This goodbye right here, that lady walking with the letter, probably delivering a message of farewell, or just in receipt of one. But this is all about things that can't be changed. So don't dwell on the past. There's probably still a really heavy emotional overlay for you right now. And the fact that this says independent, this is probably saying, you know what, quit dwelling on the past. You need to be independent and by yourself right now. And over the long haul, maybe this will work out, because this is a wish for the long term. This isn't just like situational, like a cups energy, like right here. Oh, it's not right there. This is for the long haul. So this is like a couple years down the road, maybe even a decade down the road, things coming to fruition, that sort of thing, very long term. So right now, I think, Pisces, it's telling you to stay independent, that don't go back and revisit your past. Either you're too still emotional about it, or it's not, it's just, no, leave the past where it is. It's in the past, it belongs there, it has to stay there. Your job right now is to stay independent. And watch this third oracle deck's gonna make me eat my words, but honestly, it's a time to fly solo, time to get out there and have some fun and date. Pisces. Last one, Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? Wisdom, knowledge, spiritual understanding. Yep. That could be what you're going through here. That's why there's so many heavies. We got the wheel, the justice, the star, we got death. I think that this was a pretty heavy duty transformational relationship for you. And I think, and this is 2, reduces to 4, this is 5. So I think you're in the process of letting this go and coming to understanding about it, and piecing it together and moving forward as best you can. But you need to be patient with yourself. It definitely is a process. This relationship was pretty important to you, obviously. So quit beating yourself up. Just, if moving on, like I said, is a process. But right now, your job is to be independent and not go back to this person. I don't think so. Okay. All right. So that is what I have for you, Pisces. I hope this was helpful. You hang in there. You've been getting kind of beat up this past 4 or 5 months. You just one foot in front of the other. All right. I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.